Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with the Autumn Mercy Tiara YouTube hop. This time I signed up early on for the color scheme of golds, kind of autumn gold, and it was driven by my love for this Vicki Boutin paper, which it and nearly everything else I'm using came from various Mind the Scrap kits. I have since received this paper in a Secret Not Secret kit, and I'm hoping I can find it again because it's just absolutely gorgeous. In addition to the color scheme, the main color scheme of gold, and I've assembled quite a few things here that kind of go with that, I'm also doing the 27 item alphabet challenge, and it's these items here: alphas, bees or butterflies, colored cardstock, doilies, enamel or epoxy shapes, flare, geometric shapes, holiday, and in this case the photos I have were taken on Labor Day weekend when we were landscaping a house in 1983. And I have a before and an after photo. Ink or indigo, I'm going to be splashing some ink on here in a minute. Jumbo or large focal element, and I've got some twisted wire that'll work for that. Craft, lots of layers, multi-photo, 3 or more. I really only have 2 photos, so I am not fulfilling that one, and I'm also not fulfilling the no title or no photo. I'm going to have a title. I'm going to have these 2 photos. Ovals, I've got those in the twisted wire. Punches, I've punched out some hexagons. Quiet, quick, or quirky as part of a title. Ribbon, stenciling, tissue paper, umbrella, vellum, wood veneer or wood grain, cross-stitching, the color yellow, and zoo or zebra. And for a bonus, you get symbols, and I'm going to use an ampersand. So I'm not going to belabor all of that. I've already gathered, and you can kind of see as I move the camera here, I've gathered my supplies so they're handy so that this video doesn't go on too long. Stenciling has been done. I used a Vicki Boutin wildflower and honey stencil with this flower pattern, and I used this Brea Reese matte metallic gold paste, and I let it have some little bits outside the main image, and I'm going to further add some bits when I splash black ink around so that the I guess the busyness of the little bits that snuck through the stencil, sneaked I guess is the word, through the stencil. I'm doing the black ink. Anyway, the black ink makes it messy, so this mess is okay, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So my large element is this twisted wire, and this is this came in last month's Mind the Scrap kit, and what I've done is I've stapled it to this craft hexagon on which I've cross-stitched, and I have this enamel or epoxy arrow shape, which satisfies a few of the requirements, as you saw. I'm going to let this overlap the floral, and I'm going to staple it down, and then maybe I will add an element to obscure the staple, and maybe I won't. Okay, it's down now, and I've left it loose up here because I'm going to slide a photo down. I'm going to put the photos, I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the back of the photos. and down the middle so that I can tuck those layers underneath. And so that one's going to go like this. I want to put the after kind of down here. And then I'll do the before up top, and I'm going to kind of overlap them. The photos are not very good photos, and I scanned them and used color restoration on my scanner, which helped somewhat because pretty much every color in the photo was some shade of brown originally. So I'm going to slide that under and kind of let it go like this. And then I'll fill in with things. My main, as you'll see, my main, and by the way, as I'm doing this, I'm kind of touching some of the black, the ink drops because they're still wet, and that's semi-intentional. I want it to look messy because it was a messy job that we were doing. This first photo shows the big pile of soil, and there's a pile of mulch. That's my son, who was 10 at the time, 9 at the time, I guess. And we'd dug out the beds. We were gonna, and this pile of shrubs back here were not planted. They were just kind of stacked around the air conditioning unit. And then afterwards, this is the view of the side yard. It's a side yard of a home we had just bought. In fact, I believe on this particular Labor Day weekend, we may not even have closed on the house yet. But it was Labor Day weekend, and we had the time off, so we thought that would give us a chance to get that done. Okay, I've got a piece of, so my main color is gold. I'm going to be adding accent colors of blue and pink, and there will be some gold that will be kind of yellow because the color yellow is required. I've got the Labor Day on here. I'm going to overlap it on one of these hexagons, and the hexagon is raised up higher than this one, so I'm going to put it there, but not until I've added this layer of some gold paper with black. And I like that there's black in that print because it because of the black ink spots. Okay, and that's there. Let me undo this. I'm kind of doing the basic design, and then I'll tuck in everything else that we see. The hexagons are my geometric shape, and I've kind of got a variety of them, and I want them to be in something of a kind of a random assemblage, as if I might have dropped them there. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, let me go there. That's good. And I'm just going to glue those flat because the others are raised, and I kind of like that change in dimension. Okay, I've got my bit of doily here. This is actually a gold, metallic gold sprayed white doily from a couple of months ago, another project I did. It was part of my counterfeit kit. I want to put it over here where it contrasts against the white, and I may cover it up, but I want to leave some tucking out, and so I'm kind of going to put it down early on. The tissue paper I'm using also introduces the color yellow. Of course, the gold, a lot of the gold stuff, even the cross-stitching is a combination. It's an ombre of gold and yellow. So I could claim the yellow. I have scrunched it up, and I kind of really want it to be not a real prominent layer. So again, I'm kind of putting that under. I've kind of hurt myself a little bit here by not being able to put anything. I'm actually just going to leave that there, and I will do something else down here. I need vellum, and I've got this little strip of blue and white striped vellum. Where the blue came from was on the reverse side of one of my favorite gold prints are these flowers. It's from a Pink Paisley Wild Child collection. So let me see if I can sneak this under. I don't mind having different layers there. Okay, I'm gonna slide that there now and worry about gluing it later. I'll probably put it down with some liquid glue. I can kind of do that there, and maybe kind of there, and I'll add one here, kind of tucked under that. Okay, again, not gonna spend a lot of time worrying about gluing down. I'm going to stick this under here. This I will glue because I may. Okay, definitely want that to be construed as one of my lots of layers. Okay, there and here. With these 27 items, I kind of figured I was afraid I might belabor the whole concept of checking and cross-checking and double-checking on whether the layers were included. One of the items that we had to include, speaking of layers, is this is the word zoo. And I've got this little sticker that says the Zoo Crew, and that kind of refers to John and myself and James doing this landscaping. This is from a Bella Boulevard collection, I think, and it's the branding strip name of the collection. So I'm just going to kind of stick that there. I've got this little tag that says it says Family Traditions, and I kind of like it. A little bit of that yellow is there. I could maybe tuck this under here and let the kind of crumpled tissue paper sort of hold it up, maybe a little like foam, so it'll have a little dimension there. Okay, there. I'm actually, to add to that dimension, I'm going to put a pop dot back behind it on that upper left corner. As you may have gathered, this is not going to be one of my minimalist layouts. It's going to be filled with layers and, okay, I like a layer there of this. This has both the blue and the pink. I think it is well, I'd better not guess. It may be, okay. And this, again, one of my favorite prints of all time, and it happens to be gold, which is not one of my favorite colors to scrap with, actually. So I'm kind of departing from my, let me get this, I'm going to connect these with a couple staples. And if I let this staple show here, it would be okay for these staples to show. I want them tucked enough under the photo that you barely see that gold layer, but you do see the blue. Okay, that's good. I don't want to move this this little guy. Okay, doesn't have a pop dot and possibly should. It's my large focal element, and it really just kind of connects to the theme of this being a butterfly and bee friendly garden. Kind of back before that was cool. I had studied landscape design at Texas A&M. After I decided to go into the business, I took some courses to get my Texas Certified Nurseryman license, and I did a lot of landscape design in this neighborhood. This is my wood veneer and my ribbon going in there. I need an umbrella, and I believe during this process, for the sake of, for argument's sake, let's just say that during this process, on that Labor Day weekend in 1983, there might have been some rain. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm going to kind of place that on there, stick a pop dot underneath it to kind of lift it. It has just the right color blue. This is from a Chamel collection, a piece of chipboard, and I've been waiting to use that. I have this piece of chipboard that's kind of apropos of nothing, but I do like that it has flowers and the word good things are happening, and I thought I'd do a pop dot on it to lift it up and kind of have it pointing to the work that we're doing to build this landscape bed. And it also kind of points to the good things that have happened. Okay, and here's my flare piece, which says bloom and grow, and that's actually going to be part of my title, so it kind of fits in, but I want to get it a little bit away from where the title will be. Maybe I could put it here. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then that kind of leaves this corner. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I have this pink hexagon, but I don't think I need it unless I feel that it might go nicely up here. Nah, not crazy about it, but maybe here. No. Okay, so toss that, toss the other. Now I have to fit the title in, and the title elements, my title is long. It's quietly bloom and grow, and quietly fulfills the word quiet in the title. So I'm going to put it here on the side, or not quietly, quickly. Let's get this. This shouldn't take too long. if I can take the alpha off the page, I think I have all the letters required for the word quickly, which is shocking, frankly. I could make it just quick. Bloom and grow, or grow and bloom. Let me see what I had written down. Bloom and grow quickly. I'm gonna do that. Quick. Bloom and grow. Let's see if I can get this off. I have an exclamation point, and I kind of like that idea. And I've got the bloom and grow, or grow and bloom, are in black, which kind of will tie in to the black ink spots and the black in that one gold pattern paper. So grow, and I've got and I've got my big beautiful word bloom. Okay, so basically I have fulfilled most of my requirements. I think even with the accent colors, the predominant theme color of gold is there, and it looks kind of fallish. This was Houston, and September may be considered close to fall in some places, but it's kind of summery, so there was still plenty of time. Normally you wouldn't plant a new landscape if it was close to a freezing season, and in Houston, September was nowhere near close to freezing. Okay, it's finished. I've got some pink and blue in addition to lots and lots of gold. I've got my major element in the wire, which also has the ovals. I've got my ribbon. I've got colored cardstock, which backs the white cardstock here, and it's meant to kind of highlight the blue color in some of the areas. So it's done. Hope you enjoy the rest of the hop. I'm going to try to make sure that I have all the links in my description to everyone else who's doing the hop, and then when I post it about on social media, I'll also include it. So happy YouTube hop. Grab some coffee, some wine, some chocolate, and have a good view. Bye.